What's going on, everyone? It's Rich here from Bacon Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC. And today, we're going to have an episode on the Intellivision Amico. Yeah, that thing that keeps floating over my head over here, right? This guy. And today's episode is actually going to be a little bit different than a normal Perfect Score Returns episode. And it's because I got a question from my little guy that kind of kicked this whole thing off. Now, you guys don't remember my little guy. That's this little guy right here. He had a special question about Intellivision Amico, and I thought I'd have a little fun with it. So, without any further ado, I think this environment in the Bacon Ice Cream Production Studios, I just don't think it's going to cut it for this episode. So, I'd like to welcome you to yet another episode of a little show that I like to call All right, welcome today, class. Today we're going to be having a lesson on the Intellivision Amico. And I hope you guys you've done your homework assignments. I see that you guys look like you all have your questions ready. So thank you for doing that. And just give us 1 minute. I'll go around and collect them, and we'll get underway. All right. Just grab these here. Baby Charlie, thank you. Philip, Lily, Mia, no sass today. Baby Philip. Julia, how you doing? Fred, thank you. Jack, and last but not least, Giraffe. All right. So, got the questions? We're ready to roll. All right, looks like we got all those questions ready. Thank you all again for making sure you did your homework assignment. That's a very good job. So, before we get started, just want to take a quick moment to explain exactly how this class is going to go down. Now, of course, yesterday, your friend and mine, my little guy Douglas, asked me a question, and that question was, can I play the motorcycle game on the TV? Now the answer was not yet, but today we're going to find out all about the device that we're going to play that motorcycle game on very soon. Isn't that exciting, guys? I mean, don't all apply at once, right? All right, so anyway, so now that we know exactly what's going on, we're going to look to the board and we're going to get started. All right, cool. Let's begin. All right, guys, so let me just grab these questions and we're going to get started. All right, question 1 is from Baby Charlie. Cool, thanks, Baby Charlie. So, what is Amico? Well, great question to start off with. The Amico is a new video game console being made by Intellivision, and it's slated to come out this October. Their philosophy behind this console is to bring families and friends back together to enjoy games that are easy to play and safe. Great one to start off with. All right, so we got the next one, Charlie. What do you mean by safe? Great follow-up. Good job, Charlie. So Intellivision's vision for safe is to provide simple, affordable, family entertainment. Simple games without complicated controls and systems, games that cost $9.99 or less on their digital storefront, which makes them very affordable. A system that only has titles that are family friendly in focus and rated E10 plus or less. And a system that brings the fun and excitement to your living room to breathe a breath of fresh air into your family's entertainment. That all comes together to present an experience that is just simply safe. Thanks again, Charlie. All right, next question is from Philip. Philip asks, how much will Amico cost? Another great question. Well, the Amico will be available at launch for $249 US in Glacier White and Graphite Black. There are other versions of the console available for a little more at $279 and $299 US in exciting colors like Galaxy Purple, Vintage Wood Grain, and more. For me, I like the Vintage Wood Grain and the Graphite Black myself, but that's just me. What are you guys looking for? All right, well, maybe there'll be a color for you. All right, cool. Next question. Lily. Lily asks, what kind of games are on Amico? That's another good one. Amico will have something for everyone. Games in categories such as sports and recreation, edutainment and brain games, tabletop and board games, retro classics reimagined for Amico, and of course, original IP, all curated and brought to you directly from the Intellivision team. And all of these games will be rated E10 or less, so you can be assured that every one of these games will be appropriate for everyone. Each game on Amico will also have exclusivity to the console, so you won't be able to play versions of these games anywhere else. The next one here is from Mia. Now I told you, no sass. So Mia asks, don't some of these games look like mobile games? Come on, Mia. All right, well, let's dig in here. I can hear you there, but let's dig into this question a little. Is the implication that mobile games are inferior and don't look good? Well, do games like this, and this not look good to you? Of course not. They look pretty awesome, and as a mobile player myself, I can tell you they are pretty awesome too. And actually, here's the big question about any game, right? This is the big lesson, folks. Are these games fun or not? In many cases, I've found that playing games on consoles, handheld, and yes, even mobile, are a blast. So there's great games to find and so many ways to play them. So if you look at some of these games and you think that they look like mobile games, so what? Again, always ask that most important question. And I always ask it myself when I play these games. Am I having fun? Well, I bet you with the games here on Amico, the answer is going to be simple. Yes. Even though it was a little sass, Mia, I'll cut you some slack. That was a good question. All right, cool. Next one. Baby Philip. What does exclusive mean to Amico? Well, exclusivity is kind of like one of those hard topics to cover, right? What it means to Amico is that every time you get a game on Amico, that experience, how you play, is going to be like nothing else on any other console. So in that direct definition, that means that each game on Amico will be exclusive to the system. Yeah, sure. Can you play Astro Smash on something else? Well, of course you can. There's been loads of different versions of Astro Smash, from the original Intellivision to the PS2 version to there's an Xbox 360 version. There's all sorts of different versions that you can get. All sorts of different ways you can play. But you won't be able to play these games this way on anything else but Amico. So, Baby Philip, hope that answers your question. All right, we're moving on. Next question from Julia. So Julia asks, well, why not just get the kids whatever and be done with it? Like, I don't know, like a Switch or a PS4 or PS5 or an Xbox One or a Xbox Series, whatever it's going to be? Well, that's a good question, Julia. And the answer kind of lies in the fact that, well, it's all in what you're looking for, isn't it? So if you're looking for something that's family focused, that won't have games that are rated T for teen or higher, and that won't have games that maybe skirt the edge of content that you're just not willing to share with your little ones yet, well then no, you shouldn't go ahead and get anything else. Amico is the one for you. Now, I happen to feel, as a father and someone that works here in schools, that Amico is a device that can fit well in almost any circumstance for the family and for the classroom. Now, why do I feel so strongly about that? Well, just think about it. You put this console inside of a classroom, right? And any one of you guys that are out there, now I mean the real students, you know, breaking the fourth wall, I know, we're just having a little bit of fun, right? But seriously, getting serious here, you put this device in a classroom full of students and watch their eyes light up when the teacher goes, all right, cool, now it's time for a brain break. Well, in the classroom, they'll do just about anything to play a game or have something that's going to be a fun experience for them. Now, as the teacher, does the teacher want to put something like an Xbox One or a PS4 in there? Yeah, maybe, because that's what they know right now, right? But what's the first thing they're going to want to try to play? Someone's going to try to want to sneak in a copy of GTA because their big brother had it, or you know, they want to play Mortal Kombat because they see some kid down the street play that or whatever. But they don't want that kind of experience in the classroom, right? The teachers, and certainly the administration don't want that kind of experience either, right? You know, then they have to worry about, oh, okay, well, even if I'm just doing the educational games, well, I got to worry about whether or not I can talk to my IT guy, and is he going to allow connection for multiplayer stuff, which means, well, if I allow access to multiplayer stuff, can they get online and then get on chat? And now they're on chat, so they're going to talk to somebody who's going to say something inappropriate to them on the chat room. Like, it's a mess, right? It's a mess. Well, Amico solves all those problems right now, doesn't it? You put it in, you turn it on, you get your IT guy to allow, you know, whatever ports need to be opened for it to get to the store. You download whatever game it is. They're all E10 plus or lower, like I said. And then you're playing. Done. It's easy. And that's the best part for administrators in schools and teachers and even parents at home, right? It's easy to choose Amico. And the reason why it's easy is because it's safe. So again, Julia, great question. All right, well, let's go. Let's keep going. We got a couple more. Now the next question's from Fred. Fred asks, is Amico going to be as powerful as the next-gen systems? Well, as Tommy Tallarico, the CEO of Intellivision, has said on a number of different occasions, of course not. That's not what the system's designed to do, right? It's not designed to be the PS5 with the however many teraflops and the Xbox One Series X with the, I don't know, was it 12 teraflops, like all sorts of crazy stuff, right? It's not meant to be that system. So does it need necessarily all that power? No. And the reason why is because remember those pillars, right? The A in safe is affordable. So the goal is to get this machine into as many hands as possible, and that means making it as affordable as possible. Now, wouldn't it be cool if it had like all the latest awesome, you know, NVIDIA or AMD graphics chips in it? Of course it would. But that would make it not as affordable, right? So to basically answer that question, no, it's not going to be as powerful as the next-gen systems, but it doesn't need to be. So another good question there, Fred. All right, cool. Moving on to Jack. Jack asks, well, how can I get an Amico? Well, I'd be happy to report to all of you guys that Amico is still available for pre-order in some major retailers, and I heard a little birdie say that it might actually be in even more retailers pretty soon. Now, where can you go to get it now? Well, right now, they're available on that website. You guys know what GameStop is, right? Yeah, I'm sure you've been to a few. You can go over there, hop on, hit the pre-order button and get yourself in line. They have an exclusive actual color. That's that Galaxy Purple that we were talking about earlier. It's pretty cool. You can check it out over there. There's also other places that you can go. And if you're really interested, hit down below in the description. I'll have some links to go to see where you can see where you can get one of those for yourself. So with that, thanks, Jack. And now we go to Giraffe's question, which is the final one. Now, Giraffe asks, how can I find out more? And that's a fantastic question. Now, as we wrap up this little lesson, you can find out more on, of course, the Intellivision website, because that's your central source for there. You can sign up, throw in your email address, get on that mailing list, and get all the little notifications, just like I did, for how to get all the information on Amico, and then jump in and have the fun. Now, there's some other people out there, some people on YouTube that are pretty excited about Amico that share a lot of news, like this guy. He's pretty awesome, and I share some time with him on his own show called Amico All Access just about every Wednesday night. So head on over there, again, link below in the description, and you can find out more and join in the fun. Now, while you're there on Amico All Access, well, if you look at this screen, dude's got a lot of friends, and every single one of them has something to say about Amico. So I suggest you head on over there, click all those links, again, down below in the description, and see what they have to say too. But more importantly, if you've got to this point in the video and you're really excited about Amico and you want to find out more, well, depending upon whether or not it's August 4th of 2020 or not, there's this. That's going to be the big unveiling event that Intellivision will have to unleash the news onslaught on everyone for Amico and its launch. So we'll find out a little bit more about the release date. We'll find out a little bit more about how we can pre-order more, if there's going to be more colors available, possibly things like what the physical media is going to look like, and how we can interact with it more. And I think it's going to be a great time. So hop on in. And of course, it's a Tuesday, so pretty soon after that, you're going to see these shining faces again, and we're all going to have something to say about what we just saw in that big presentation. So I hope you join us, and I hope you come on in. So as we wrap this up, I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to hang out with me. It really does mean a lot that you guys hang in there and watch all this stuff. Be sure to hit that like, go ahead and hit subscribe if you'd like, and we've got much more cool stuff to come. It's going to be really exciting. So, well, as we're done for today's lesson, I just got to say this. Class dismissed, and may all your future scores be perfect. Take it easy, guys. Oh, hey Douglas. I didn't forget, buddy. That motorcycle game? When can we play it on the big TV? Well, as soon as that thing comes out, man. And when it does, I can't wait to play with you. It's gonna be exciting, right? What do you think, buddy? All right, I love you. See you later.
Excellent.
TeamRTFC.baconicecream.com